pressure and only had a half an hour to write it adds to the loss of work. Many people think that we are the worst class yet, but I disagree. Sometimes we might get a little bad, but how can we have room for improvement when everybody doubts you? I personally loved this year. It seemed like everyone was so close. Well, I guess we have to have all the friends we can get because everyone else stays close. Just kidding. I'll miss everything. The uneven bricks that I always trip over, the extremely clean 8th grade hallway, yeah right, Miss Kuiper's hamster that loves to roam halls, Mr. Tannenbaum's son Jonathan, whom I love dearly, Mr. Taylor's accent that always left me confused, my wonderful friends, and I hope we stay friends forever, Miss Ortmeyer, well, Miss Ortmeyer, you're a great teacher. And last but not least, Mrs. Brandow, and all I've learned from our fearless advisor. Anyway, sorry I never brought back Elvis, my hunk of burning love, but he complained that it was too painful. I'm proud to go to Valterre Middle School, the #1 school in the state. And no matter what anyone says about us, I'm proud to be an 8th grader of 1990 through 1991. I love you all. Well, 7th graders, since we kicked you out of our hallway this year, I guess you're kicking out of your school. Have a great graduation, and no matter what anyone tells you, Eagles class of 91 rule.
Someone rules, there are only 3 gentlemen up here, and you know what the rest of them are, so there's ladies, so I guess Priscilla's correct. I'd like to introduce the guests at this time, please, that are here. If you would hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. First person I'd like to introduce is Dr. Don Cusky, who's superintendent of schools in Flagler County. Please stand. And to his immediate left is Miss Marilyn Parker, who's with ITT for award tonight. And to her left, Mr. Henry Wiggins. I'm sorry, I'm saving you for last, sir. Mr. Henry Wiggins, who's with the Sons of the American Revolution, and his lovely wife. And over here we have Mr. Dennis Fitzgerald, school board member, chairman of the Flagler County School Board. Ms. Theda Wilson, school board member, Flagler County School Board. Ms. Nancy Dance, school board member, Flagler County School Board. We're glad to have you with us. And my right-hand man, left-hand man, middle man, and whatever else, Mr. McGee, the assistant principal. Thank you. Thank you very much. Introduce myself. I'm Miss Jan's helper. I occupy the office beside hers. As I'm sure you can tell, since Priscilla made mention of my accent, that I'm Mr. Buddy. So. Our guest speaker tonight is an alumni of Valterre Middle School. We're glad to have her back. She is graduating next Friday night, and so this is kind of special to her. She came and visited several weeks ago, passed on some good information and certainly some good advice to some of our students about life in the high school and the pressures that they'll be faced with and the things that they'll be associated with on a daily basis. I was extremely impressed with her presentation, and also that the girls were. This year she will receive a plaque, or did receive a plaque, for the Outstanding Female Drama Student. She will also receive the Class Pride Award for writing of the senior class. I told her I forgave her for coming from New Jersey. She was now transplanted, so we were all Flaglerites. She is a lovely young lady. I wish her a lot of success. She is extremely interested in going into drama and music and the music business of some sort. She's very talented. Wish I had had her sing. We could have all enjoyed that. But she is really a lovely lady. And if you would please, let's give a Valterre welcome to our guest speaker, Ms. Micheline Barnes.
Thank you. When I started writing this speech, I realized that normally the tradition is to reinforce in all of the students the importance of college and studying and the importance of good grades. Then I thought about it some more and decided for the next 4 years, that's all you're going to hear. It's about college and studying and grades. And I decided to write and talk to you about something I think that is a little more important and isn't paid enough attention to when you're in high school, and that is getting to know yourself and your relationship with other people and your family. Because believe it or not, you'll need them a lot over the next 4 years, more than you'll ever need them probably again in your life or ever have needed them before. First, I'd like to say congratulations to all of you for completing your first 8 years of school, but you haven't even gone halfway yet. As of September of next year, your lives will be very different but challenging, and you'll get a taste of what it's like in the real world. Let me describe to you what will soon be a typical day in the life of you as a high school student. Your alarm clock will ring at 6 o'clock on Monday morning, and thinking that it's still Sunday, you hit your snooze button 3 times. Before you know it, it's 6:30 and your mother's banging on your door saying you'll be late for school. So you sit up in horror, remember it's Monday. You're still in your Bart Simpson pajamas. You haven't eaten breakfast or showered or decided what you're wearing to school. You haven't finished writing the English paper that is due today, and you forgot to study for your Algebra 1 test. And the bus comes in 15 minutes. By the time you all reach your senior year of high school, you'll be able to accomplish all of the above in just under 10 minutes. It's true. Believe it or not, this last school year was incredibly easy, and it will be the last easy year. Freshman year will be full of Algebra 1, Economics and Government, Biology 1, English 1, Phys Ed, and 2 electives, not to mention any school activities you participate in, like student government and the Ski Club, or if you're in sports and cheerleading. Your grades will now be a measure of what college you'll be accepted to and what kind of future you'll have ahead of you. You will begin the final stage of growing up. And if everything I've said scares you, don't worry, you'll all be able to handle the situation with flying colors. The simple fact that you're all graduating tonight and you're sitting here shows that you have acquired and developed the skills, the knowledge, the organization, and focus required to move on to the world of high school. Although there will be quite a few times when you will believe high school is more trouble than it's worth, you'll have the best years of your life there. The next 4 years you'll discover more about yourselves and the world around you, and you'll develop your own ideas about morals and values, what you feel will be imperative to your own happiness in your life, and even start to become interested in politics. Take my word for it on the last item. I never thought I'd see the day when the sophomore and junior classes would split into full-blooded Republicans and Democrats when it came time for elections. Yet that's exactly what happened when Bush and Dukakis went at it in the elections of '89. Basically, what is happening to you as you leave the halls of BTMS is a metamorphosis, the emergence of an older child into a young adult. And BTMS has been a cocoon for you for the last 3 years, well, for most of you. And now you're breaking out, and 3 months from now, your wings will be dry, and you'll have the strength to tackle a new world. Concentrate on your future and work on it. And never doubt for one moment the importance of learning all you can while you're in school. And never doubt what you can learn out of school, especially on the weekends. When you go to your first party, stop and think about your life as a whole. And as you develop your values, ask yourself if you want to be out of control. When someone offers you a drug for the first time, stop and think, do you like to be out of control, or would you rather go out, stay sober and clean, and find something interesting to do? And there is such a thing as having fun within the boundaries of the law. And then you'll carry those good memories with you forever. Unfortunately, being a teenager still myself, I know the sad, hard realities of teenage life today, and I'm sure that most of you, sadly, have already been faced with alcohol, or been faced with drugs, or you've been pressured to take part in activities you don't necessarily consider fun. The idea of learning from life in the next few years in high school is to say to yourself, I've already witnessed all of this before. And you'll get tired of it, and you'll realize that all you need to learn over the next 4 years is to be strong and stand up for yourself and do what you think is right for you, not for other people. On that note, I will say congratulations to the students and good luck to you all in high school. And I know you all know, just because you're sitting here tonight, the importance of studying hard and making good grades and being good students all around. And I'd like to turn my attention now to all of the parents and family members in the audience, because this is a graduation for all of you too. Your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, nieces and nephews, or your grandsons and granddaughters are about to enter the most difficult period of their lives. High school is a time when these kids will be faced with incredible social and personal development decisions. And contrary to popular belief, this generation of children, my generation, are growing up in a much harder world than you did, our parents. Values have changed drastically when they're still present today. Over the next few months, develop a relationship with your child, if you haven't already, that is open and honest. Break down all of the barriers and let your children know that if they have a problem, or if they need advice, or if they just want to talk, they can come to you and receive the help they are seeking instead of punishment or judgment. Let them talk through their feelings, confusion more than likely being the dominant one most of the time. Then offer your knowledge and experience to help them. Make honesty and trust the glue that bonds you together, and trust means both ways. Make them feel like you will treat them like young adults and not children anymore, and they will come to you person to person, and you will not have the bounds established many years ago. You will no longer have the I tell you what to do and you listen relationship. That type of parent-child relationship is archaic and dangerous in this day and age. Even though it will be extremely hard sometimes for all of you parents, make a point to keep calm and rational and talk things through with your children. Get to know them as people, not just as your responsibility. Take an interest in the places they go and the people they see. Get to know all of their friends, their boyfriends and their girlfriends. Let them expose themselves to different kinds of people so that they can grow and develop an idea of what kinds of friends they want to surround themselves with throughout their lifetime. Remember that forbidding your child to do something only makes that activity sweeter and gives rise to rebellion and defiance. And never pretend that something is just going to go away. If you establish a relationship that is based on friendship, not just parenthood, you will eliminate your child's feeling that possibly they'll have to keep secrets from you because you just wouldn't understand. Who else but mothers and fathers are better qualified to be their own child's best friend? All of my thoughts and elaborations on the subject of parents and children cannot possibly be included in this speech, but I simply cannot stress enough how important it is for your children to be able to come to you, their parents, for help. Help each other and talk to each other and respect each other and regard each other as human beings, not just as parents and children and brothers and sisters. Who knows, if we listened to the children of the world more often and always treated them as intelligent individuals instead of inexperienced youngsters, we could make a lot of progress. Thank you.
Next person I'd like to introduce is Miss Marilyn Parker. She's also a lifetime friend of mine.
Most of their abilities, and that's what these words are all about. If you come up when I call your name, please. The first award is for physical education, Bill Bicking. Language arts, Jamie Lopez. Science, Terry Lathan. For music, Nicole Dollison. For pre-algebra, Albert Chow. Way to go, Albert. For agriculture, Zane Lamb. And our last award for the evening is the overall Exceptional Student Award, and that goes to Maria Henry. And with this award, Maria gets a check for $75.
We'll do the honor parts. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce Crystal Wright, President of the Student Council for next year, and David Walthall. They'd like to speak to you as well.
Good evening, students, faculty, and parents.
Nina Harris.
Yagana Ashar.
Andrea Alexander.
Phoebe Ali.
Brenda Allison.
Jessica Allison.
Jennifer Ames.
Jeffrey Anderson Jr.
Ricardo Jansen.
Stephen Harrison.
Aaron Martin.
John Rose.
Michelle Distressi.
Rita Johnson.
Buddy. The principal.
Albert Johnson.
Gwendolyn Johnson.
Todd Johnson.
And Dave Lamb. John Langan.
Matthew Jimmy Martin.
Carrie Layton.
Darcy Jackie Lee. Kurt Lennox. Vera Lewis. Shannon London. Selena Longway. Jamie Lopez. Ross McDonald. Jody Mathias. Randall Manor. Raquel Medina. Dana North. Dave Mobley. Michael Mann.
We forgot to tell you, folks, that there was $500.
At the beginning of the year, we as media aides were given the task of making the 1990-91 school year scrapbook. Well, we thought it was going to be very easy, but as I started looking in the newspapers, we saw many articles and pictures about BTMS. This is when the job got harder, but we did get it done, and I had a great time. Now I'd like to give this scrapbook to Mr. Taylor and the rest of the school in memory of the 8th grade class of 91.
As we get ready to depart, the recessional will go out this back door, so those of you who remain standing until all the graduates have cleared the gym, would ask the faculty and staff that you go ahead so you can go ahead and get to your stations to assist them with their robes and so forth. This has been an extremely positive experience for me dealing with you all during the course of the last 3 years, particularly this year. And I mean that in a very sincere way. There are certain things that you all have, and every 8th grade has their own characteristics, and every 8th grade has those special qualities about them. There are a lot of special qualities in this particular class that you will carry forth out into life and on into high school and all of the things that you'll do. I hope that the one thing that most of you focused on tonight when Micheline was speaking to the fact that first you need to please yourself and you do what is going to be good for you, not because someone else wants you to do it, particularly not your friends or people that might have an influence on you. It is a more difficult world than when I grew up and when your parents grew up. There are different sets of standards, different sets of values, and I understand that. So you will be faced with some challenges that we never had, and they will be difficult. How well you handle them will determine how successful you will be. But I can say this, I will miss every one of you, not because I will miss all the interaction that we had in the 8th grade hallway every day, which I think was a lot of fun. Some of you, though, I think probably could have slept 35 or 40 minutes longer all the time that you wasted in the hallway talking. I know the phones, I hear parents telling me that the phones were burning up all the time, but you guys said you never did have a chance to talk, so I don't know what was going on around the school. But you are a special class. You are a good group. I have some wonderful friends in this group. I hope we will remain friends forever. I wish you all the good things that life can bring. I only hope that some of the things that you got here were worthwhile, that you'll carry forward. And I hope you will remember the positive things that happened here. And I hope that you will remember those situations and those remarks that were made to you by your teachers and faculty and staff. And you say, yes, I've heard it before. It sounds like my mother talking to me. I understand all of that. But I hope you do take the time to listen. You have the potential to be as fine as any class that ever walked down the stage at Flagler Palm High School. I hope that you find it, and I hope you develop it, and I hope that each one of you become leaders, particularly for your own self. Because someday you're going to be out there, and yours is going to be right here. And you'll understand those things. I love each one of you. I hope you'll come back and visit. God bless you, and you are truly a wonderful group. Thank you.